Poetry in Motion by Eugenia Fain. Narrated by Becky Parker. Jet Black. Rodney Afonte sat at his mahogany desk with his glass wall behind him. Outside this wall sat a duck pond, a gazebo, and benches. There was also a bridge arching over the water. Life had been good to Dr. Afonte. He had a measure of success, but to many people he had even more potential. It had been many years since he got his doctorate degree in ministry from Life Christian University in Gardena, California. He had learned the art of speaking as a boy and did quite well with his writing also. He was working on a book called God's Grace Revealed, about how God's unmerited favor had moved him to new heights. Far from humble, Rodney was a star. He only associated with stars and had made quite a few enemies on his way up. He had determined to do his best, and to have the best meant he would discard anyone who did not fit into his plans. He was on TBN, CBN, and the Word Network every day, every week of the year. Granted, he only had 5,000 members, but they were elite, and many of them almost as successful as himself in their chosen fields. There were doctors and lawyers and entertainers. Even though he had no wife, people flocked to see him. He did his best not to be a womanizer, but he was only human. Falls happened. None of the women suited him. He wasn't gay. He was just an independent type of guy. He had grown up disadvantaged in the Philippines in a town called Estefania. They were poor, but proud and hopeful to make progress the next generation. His mother and father sold fish in the marketplace. He was one of 7 children. His father was never educated, and his mother was barely literate. One day, some missionaries from an Assemblies of God church came to town. They were having a tent revival. Rodney was enthralled by their skin. He and his family were light brown with broad features and dark hair and eyes. His sisters were pretty, but as a child Rodney felt out of place. Now, as a man, he overcompensated for being different by dressing well. Rodney stole away to the tent meeting one Sunday morning. His family assumed he was going down to the river to swim, which was his favorite pastime. After he left home, it was a 2-mile walk in the opposite direction of the river. He heard in his own language and in...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?